What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Jaye. Today I'm joined with a special guest. Introduce yourself.
I'm Sydney.
Sydney, where can they find you if they want to follow you?
At SydWillX on Instagram, so
right.
SYDWLLX.
Alright, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and join the Patreon. Links will be in the description below. Before this video even started, she was like, she wasn't speaking facts. So I'm interested to see what are your thoughts while I look at this video, because me personally, I haven't seen the whole thing. So let's check it out.
A little love challenge, because y'all already know we manifest in love all 2021.
What is going on?
Yeah, she's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
The animals out here.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh God, come on.
Well, manifesting.
What's wrong?
But
She's already annoying to me.
Yeah.
We got all these things we want in a man. A list of things. He got to be tall. He got to be dark. He got to be handsome. He got to have pretty teeth. He got to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. He got to be rich. He got to be successful. He got to be all these things. And we ain't even half the things on that list. He got to be a family
Who is
man.
not?
You ain't talk to your mama.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I hear you over there reacting.
That's ridiculous, because I mean, if we're just talking about like in the black community in general, black women make more. We have more degrees. We're the most educated group. Like, we're expected to bear children, keep up the house, and be providers, because over 50% of black women are the sole providers in their household, or are the majority providers in their household. So it's like, why do we keep talking about what do black women do? What are you half of those things? Statistically, most of us are. I own property. I have a car. I have a college degree. Like, so why do we keep talking about what women don't have? And half the men out here are the people that don't have.
Okay, so the guys that you are dating, what do they tend to be like in terms of having? So do they tend to have cars, houses, etc.?
So I'm only 22, so I have a lot to be 22. I have great parents. I came from a really great family, so I didn't get all that stuff on my own. So people that I date, I'm not necessarily expecting them to own property by the age of 22.
Gotcha.
Or, I mean, a car is, you know,
that's
but you know, that's expensive. Those are expensive things. That's a luxury at the same time. So the people that I date,
do you expect them to have the same thing that you carry, or the same things that you are saying that society is carrying with?
All I ask is that you have goals and a plan to meet them. Because it doesn't matter if you have every single thing right now, but as long as you plan to have it and you have a plan to get it.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
That's how I feel about that.
Okay. Now, outside of the black community, what are your thoughts about men and women all together?
I think the black community is the only people that talk like this.
Okay.
About what do women bring to the table. I never heard a white man say, well, does she have this and does she have that? They don't care. I have never heard that. I have never heard that.
False.
In my experience of dating other races, I have never had a white man or a man of another race come to me and be like, so what do you have? What do you bring to the table? Can you pay for this date? Can you do this? I have never heard of that outside of black men. And I think black men are just always like, they just always attacking black women. And we are the people statistically that bring more to the table.
Okay, got you. Okay, number one, you're definitely wrong. That's definitely wrong. Because, I mean, maybe you're not in tune with like the red pill movement and things like that. But in the red pill movement, it's a lot of guys in general, not necessarily particularly black people, but a lot of white, a lot of Hispanic, a lot of whatever, just guys in general that say, let me take a step back. What am I getting besides poom poom in this relationship? What am I getting besides vagina in this relationship? What am I getting besides looks in this relationship? What can this woman add to the pot of value with me? So I know that you said the black people specifically, but that's a good conversation. But we'll hold on to that and watch a little bit more of this video.
All right.
6 months, but you want him to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. Your account is in the negative, ma'am. Overdraft fee. He got to have a job. You need to go fill out some applications because you're still unemployed. He got to have pretty teeth. You ain't seen a dentist in 6 years. He got to have a six-pack and be in shape. You can't even walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing. Get your life together. His whole list that he got to be. You ain't even half the things on that list. So this is what I challenge you to do. So we can manifest love all 2021. Make that list of that perfect dream man that you got in your mind.
Okay. What is that list of that perfect dream man you got in your mind for you personally before she goes deeper into her conversation?
For me right now? I would say that, like I said, if I'm dating somebody that's the same age as me, I would at least want him to, be college educated.
Okay. That's important to you to be college educated. That's
important because I'm going to be a plastic surgeon, so I need somebody that has a plan to get some money or has a degree at least, so they can earn a little something.
Got you.
So definitely education is important. Like she said, being family oriented is very important because I do want a family one day. I'm very close with my family. I don't really care if they're close with their family because that's beyond your control pretty much.
And traditionally you would want a monogamous marriage type of progression relationship.
I'm not dating for marriage right now.
Okay, gotcha.
But I mean, when I do get married, I would prefer it to be monogamous. I need somebody that's romantic because I'm a very thoughtful person. I like to spoil people, so I like to be spoiled. I like thoughtful things. What
does money and I guess status play in a part of that?
So I feel like it's kind of a sliding scale when it comes to, like, let's say planning dates, for example. If you don't have a lot of money to plan a date, then you at least need to be creative so that you can come up with something enjoyable.
True.
If you're not creative, then you need to be prepared to spend some money to make it enjoyable. So you got to be one or the other. And a lot of people nowadays are neither.
Got you.
They say, oh, we can't go on this date because I don't have any money. Well, it's fall. Why don't we go to a pumpkin patch? That's free. Like, you got to get creative to make up for things that you don't have. So that's a skill in itself.
Okay. So I like what you said there, that you're willing to work with them as long as they're willing to try to put in the effort for different things. But the thing that I've noticed about women is when they date like different dudes, they might like date like a rich guy, but now they get like accustomed to that richness. Then they date another guy who maybe have like status, or maybe he's like a influencer or some shit. Yeah. And then she get accustomed to that. So now the next guy, she want money and status. Is that particularly what you and your friends do, or that's false?
I would say it's somewhat true. When you date a man with money, or let's say, we're in Atlanta, so if you date a scammer and he's spending money on you all the time, I've been in that situation, and then y'all break up, and then you go to the next person, you're going to be missing the trip to the mall, you're going to be missing this, that, and third, but then you have to remember, like, that's not what you're there for. You're there because you have feelings for that person. So like I said, where you don't have the money or you don't have the status, that's where you need to make up in effort and creativity and affection, things in that realm.
Do you feel like women are hypergamous?
What the hell is that?
Damn. All right, so hypergamy means that women tend to... Well, I'm going to say women. I'm going to say you particularly because I know for a fact women are hypergamous. But hypergamous means that women tend to date up, meaning that they date guys who have more money or more status. That's what hypergamy means.
Well, historically, we've had to be hypergamous. I mean, we weren't allowed to work. And then if you think about, like, the wage gap, I think it's something like women only make 79 cents for every dollar that a man makes. So, essentially, that's true. Google it.
False.
It's very true.
But go ahead. No, go ahead.
I mean, why wouldn't we want to date up? For somebody, like, for us to make the same amount of money, I have to put in at least twice the work.
Wait, what?
So I feel like...
Where are you getting these numbers from?
I'm telling you, Google it. Like, the wage gap is real.
No.
So of course we're going to work up. Because we need a little extra support to get exactly where we need to be. Because of the way society is built.
Okay. I want to combat with what you just said. Just, at the beginning of this conversation, you said women actually make more and have better jobs and better education. And then now this conversation, you're saying that... No.
Yes, that's for sure. As far as black women and black men go, statistically, we make more.
Okay. Now that I don't know the numbers about, so I can't even touch on that.
When it comes to working, let's say I'm an executive at a company. I mean, I'm an executive at a company. You're the executive at the same company. For every dollar you make, I'm only making 89 cents or 79 cents or whatever that is. That's a real statistic.
Okay. And here are some stipulations to that. Men are definitely more inclined to ask for raises. I mean, that's a proven thing.
Y'all are entitled. Keep going.
Y'all are entitled. I like how you switched that around.
Keep going.
But that's the only one I need to... Men are they're driven to make more money because they actually kind of need to make more money, in a sense that if they want to make more money or have more money, then they need... I mean, if they want to get more women, then they have to like make more money, have more status, have more.
So it's a vicious cycle at that point. Y'all got to have more money because women want men with money.
Yes.
We want men with more money because we don't make as much as y'all do.
Okay, so question: when you are in a relationship, I hear this a lot of times. So you just tell me if it's true.
Okay.
Okay, his money is my money, and my money is my money. I see she laughing, so she know about it.
I don't want no man that's asking for my money. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't want a man that's gonna ask for my money. Like you said, we're dating up. What are you asking for my money for? When I was dating a scammer and like 1 week he's making thousands of dollars and the next week he's like, can I borrow some money? I'm like, no, I work for my money. You scam your money. So no, you cannot have.
Well, he's still working for his money, but I get it. No, I get it.
You can't have my hard-earned money. No.
Okay. So I'm talking about in a relationship though. Y'all are in a relationship. You still gonna be like that?
But what are you asking for my money for?
Because you wanna. What do you mean? So in a relationship,
you should have your own money.
Got you. I completely understand. I completely agree. But in today's society, a normal guy who's making $50,000 a year, it's gonna be hard for him to take care of all the bills and not have some money left over. You know what I mean? So it's gonna take a little bit of. I'm not saying 50-50. I'm not even saying 60-40, maybe like 75-25.
Okay, I think that's reasonable. I mean, like I said, I like to be spoiled, and I also like to spoil people. Okay. But you do have to keep it, as a woman, you can't give too much. Because men, they take. Like I said, I come from, I don't want to say a wealthy family, but I came from money. So a lot of times I'm dating people that I have more money than them. Oh, wow. And I've had to learn you can't spoil everybody as soon as you want to spoil them.
100%.
I'm the type, when I go shopping, I'm like, oh, you like this, you like this, you like this, let me get you this. Just because that's how I am.
Gotcha.
And you can't do that for everybody. Yes. And I just kind of had to learn that myself.
No,
so,
I would agree with that 100%. And let's jump back in the video. I think this might be finishing up.
Then, what I did, make a list
She's so annoying.
the type of woman he would need right by his side. You want him to be in shape? You need to get to the gym. Equally yoked. You want him to be financially stable? Well, you need to start saving. Because you can't keep a dime to your name. Huh? You want him to be a family man? Call your mama. You become a family woman. Heal your traumas before you put all this on him. You want him to be patient. Your patience is thin. You want him to be understanding. You the least understanding person in your circle of friends. But he got to be understanding. Fix you. Fix you. Whatever you want, become that. He gotta be in shape. You eat chips every day.
Oh my god.
Alright. Hold on. I don't know if that's part of the business, is it?
You heal.
Okay.
Let's become the person we want to attract. How about that? Huh? That's the challenge. These birds.
Yeah, her persona is kind of off to me, but whatever.
Gotta get next to the A.
Alright, well, here's my thoughts. Her persona is a little bit weird. I don't know if she's a comedian or whatever. Lady. But what she was saying was absolutely true. If you want a certain type of guy, understand what that certain type of guy wants in his life.
Okay. No, and I think that was a really good point. And the things that she started to get into, like core values, when she started talking about patience and understanding, and I mean, she keeps mentioning this family oriented or whatever, and even just being goal oriented. Those are things that I feel like if your partner is that, you should match that, because those are core values. That's what a relationship is built on. Why do you want somebody who doesn't want the same things as you in life, or doesn't have the same, core values?
A bare butt coming.
But I don't agree when it comes to whatever she was talking about, when he got to be fit, and if you got to be fit, and he got to be fit, and you got to have a job, and he got to have, like, that's not core values.
Okay, hold on, wait, what? I'm confused on what you disagree with.
The things that she was saying in the beginning of the video, I disagree with.
Okay.
But she made some good points about core values. Okay. Those are things I think that you need to make sure are equal in a relationship. Okay. If you're a trusting person, you should look for a trusting person. If you're a patient person, you should look for a patient person.
Okay. Now, here's where you're definitely going off the rockers for me. So, if you are a person who, like for me personally, I want an attractive, fit woman. So, if I'm fucking 500 pounds, it doesn't correlate. So, that's what she's saying. She's just saying if you want a fit person, just be kind of fit or be at least in shape to fit that person. What do you mean, no?
No. Because that's about attraction. That has nothing to do with what you bring to the table. I'm a bigger woman, and skinny guys go after me all the time. That's just what they like.
No, I get that.
So, I mean, I don't think that really, like... I mean, I like fit guys. I used to not like bigger guys, number one, because I don't like when our stomachs touch when we hug. But that was just a weird thing of mine. So now I don't really care. I used to really be like, yeah, I kind of want him to be fit or slim because both of us can't be fat at the same time. Like, that's just not going to work.
I got you.
I've moved past that now. But, you know, I think that's about attraction. That's not about what you actually bring to the table.
False. That's definitely about attraction. If you are a man of who has... I don't even know. What word would I use? I would use the word variety. If you're a man who has variety, who have abundance in his life, you're not going to look for a mediocre woman who has patience, like you said, the understanding, like you said, the family oriented. You're going to look for an attractive woman. And usually speaking, generally speaking, attraction is fit. Attraction is someone who's typically less than you are weight-wise. And then you're going to look at all the other things. But if you can't even have the attraction first, that's out the window. You don't even care about the rest.
why are you dating people you're not attracted to?
Exactly.
So if you're attracted to bigger women, why would you go after a small woman? A rich man dating a poor woman is not the same as a fit man dating a fat woman.
True.
We're not going to equate weight to worth or what you bring to the table. And that is something that I believe in wholeheartedly. You're not going to change.
No, I'm not trying.
I
just want to get your perspective on that. So, okay. So for you personally, you saying that weight does not correlate to your attractiveness towards a particular person, or not. Let me rephrase that. Your weight does not bring more or less value to the table.
For sure.
Okay.
Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Okay.
What one person finds attractive, another person is not going to find attractive. So you can't just say because she's heavier, you know, she's just, you know, not bringing as much to the table as someone who's thin.
Got you. Now you say that from the perspective of a woman, or you've actually like talked to a lot of men and experienced that?
I'm saying that from the perspective of a larger woman who attracts many men.
Okay, talk to him.
So,
talk to him.
I'm just saying, somebody gonna like you how you are.
Got you.
Somebody is gonna like you how you are and for what you bring to the table.
Okay, got you. Now, with everything else that she said, you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said again, the core values, I 100% believe in. You want somebody that aligns, especially if you guys are thinking about getting married or having children. You want somebody who has the same beliefs. I'm not talking about religion specifically, but the core values. Okay, got you. It's just the other values that you disagree with, like attraction and fitness and weight. And is there anything else that she said that you was like, I don't really mess with that? I mean, the money thing. Oh, here we go. Let's talk about it. I feel like we already glossed over it. We did, but because, like I said, I'm used to having more money than the guy that I'm dating. I don't necessarily weigh that because it goes back to core values again. Are you goal oriented and are you hardworking? You might just not have gotten there yet. Okay, so pushback. If they just not gotten there yet, but it's taking them years, are you still going to be with them? Like, do you have a real plan, or what the hell are you doing that's taking years? That's what I'm saying. So sometimes it just don't work out. Let's be honest. Sometimes people do things or have certain paths in life that just don't pan out correctly, and someone has to change. Or they might be like, you know what, all right, this is done. I'm going to go to the military, or this is, you know, whatever. I would stay. Oh, okay. Oh. Because you're actively trying to make it work. Now, if something just happens to you and you just give up, then I'll be like, okay, well, like, what are you doing? Like, what can we do next? Got you. What's another avenue we can take? Because we're trying to reach our goals together. I got 10 years before I become a plastic surgeon. I want somebody who's reaching for their goals as well. Got you. So with you, it's not about, okay, what can you do now? It's about, okay, what can I potentially see for you in the future? And what are you working towards? And maybe we can work towards something together type of thing. Yeah. Okay. I like that. I actually like that. So you said something interesting earlier. You said that you
tend to be the one who has more money, and you tend to be the one who gives more gifts. Is that changing now, or are you still keeping the same type of?
Definitely. Like, as I get older, I realize how much I like to give.
Okay.
And I want somebody who can give me the same thing back.
Okay.
It's hard to continuously pour into people and not receive anything back, even though you're not doing it to receive, just doing it because that's what you like to do. But you want somebody that's going to be able to put in the same effort, the same romance.
Or you're going to feel like jaded.
Exactly, yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's definitely changing as I get a little older. But, I mean, when you're 19 or 20... and all your money comes from your parents, can you really expect somebody who doesn't have good parents to have the same amount of money as you?
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah.
True. Okay, true. Now, last thing I want to touch on, you said something interesting also at the beginning of the conversation. You said that black people in particular are the only ones who talk like this.
For sure.
Could you elaborate on that?
Like I said, I don't think there's as much pressure on women of other races to earn as much as black women or to provide as much as black women. Do you know how many stay-at-home white moms there are? Whenever you see a black mom, she's working trying to keep her household together. Like, they just don't have those same pressures because the men are not putting that pressure on them. Every day I see a black man talking about, well, do you have this? Like B. Simone says, do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have this? A white man, I just never heard them say anything about this or have this discussion. They just never have that pressure on their family dynamic to out-earn each other or to, you know, I never heard of any other race having these specific conversations every week, how black people do on Twitter.
Got you. Okay, well, I'm not on Twitter, so I'm not privy
Instagram,
to
whatever,
that.
you know.
Yeah, no, even that, I'm just on the red pill stuff. So the only thing that I witnessed is guys saying, besides punani, what do a woman bring to the table? And it doesn't have to be necessarily money. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, a financial thing. It could be just submissive. It could be just a person that helps them in the household. It could be just whatever. But it's something that's other than their attractiveness or their body. And you're saying that you don't see that in the other communities.
But everybody brings something. Everybody's... If you're cute or whatever, you're going to have some type of talent, some type of intellect, good conversation. Shit, maybe you can draw or break dance or something. You bringing something. Everybody has something.
But hold on. Those are irrelevant. Let's be clear. Drawing is irrelevant to a guy. Like,
what if she can draw you a portrait, make you feel good? Everybody has something that they can bring. I specifically think that our community has an issue about talking about money.
Okay. What do you mean, though? I want to dive a little bit deeper into that. What do you mean?
Like, let's talk about city girls or whatever. They're always talking about it,
so you got to educate me.
They're talking about, you know, I want a man that can buy me nice bags or take me on nice dates and vacation.
Okay.
Every time the comeback is, well, can you afford to take me on a vacation? Well, why are you worried about that? Because if you can afford to take somebody on a vacation that you love, take them. Why are you worried about what they can do for you? You don't do things expecting a return back.
Okay.
You do things out of the kindness of your heart.
This might be a core value thing.
Yeah.
But I definitely have to disagree. It's gonna have to, because at some point you do have to quantize what you are giving to someone versus what you are getting from someone. Because a lot of times it becomes very apparent that you're giving much more than what you're getting. So I can completely understand them from that standpoint.
But it has to be proportionate to what that person is earning. So let's say you have a rich husband.
True, I would agree with that.
And you have a wife, she doesn't, you know, maybe works at a daycare or something. She don't make that much money, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, he can take you to Nobu. He can take you to the Sundial. He can take you to a nice restaurant. But why are you expecting that woman to do the same things for you? What if she takes you to Outback Steakhouse because that's what she can afford?
Now that I would agree with. It has to be proportional. Yes,
yeah.
I agree 100%. And again, I keep saying and keep stressing, it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be.
But for some reason, the conversation always comes back to money.
Oh, is that what you're saying for like the black community? That always come back to money.
For sure.
Okay, then I would agree with that part. I would agree on your side with it shouldn't always have to be in terms of money. It's definitely, actually, a lot of times it's better for a woman to be like submissive or to help you with your goals than to try to compete with like money versus things type of thing. So yeah, I get that. I get that. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad we had this conversation, this enlightening conversation.
For sure.
Where can they find you?
Instagram, SydWillX, so SYDWILLX. facts.
All right, and if you want to follow her, the link will be in the description below. Join the Patreon army. Get this video to 500 likes. You're already here. You might as well like it. I'm out. Peace.